Okay, so in our last session we have seen that the graphics user interface in Design Modeler. So today let us see about how to draw in Design Modeler. So what are the draw tools are available in Design Modeler? So for creating a drawing, so first step is we need to select a plane. So here we have three different planes. So already we have seen this in our GUI session. So one is XY plane and another one is ZX plane and the third one is YZ plane. So whatever the plane you need, you just click over from here. So after that you need to click the sketching icon, and before that you need to create a new sketch. Okay, so for that you have an option called create a new sketch option. So just click over here. So here you can see sketch 1 is created. After that you can go to sketching mode. Here you have plenty of options like draw and modify, dimension, constructions and settings. We will see all the options in our upcoming session. Today we will see about the draw tools. In draw tools we have various options like line, tangential line and circles, rectangles, 2 point, 3 points and polygons. Let us start from the line. So before that my plane is oriented into an isometric view, so I need a normal view. So either I have two options. One is I have an option to look at face over here, so just click over here to change the orientation into a normal mode. So or else if you have another orientation, so just click the perpendicular axis. Here my perpendicular axis is Z axis. Just click on the Z axis, you can get your normal position. Or else you can go to the modeling tab and say click the plane and say right click. You have an option called look at. Either one method you can use to get your plane as a normal one, and go to sketching and click on line. A single line is used to make a this line command is used to make a single line segments like so either I can draw this line by using two methods. One is normal method, so starting point and ending point, starting point and ending point. Or else I can use the drag method. So starting point and drag the line and say release the button you have pressed in your mouse. You can draw multiple line sections. So this is called a drag method. So how many lines you need you can draw. And one more thing you have to notice over here is whenever I place my cursor over the axis, you may notice some symbol called C. So that is means this line is exactly coincide on that axis. So I can coincide this line in this axis and then end it over here. So that is also possible. That is that's why it shows as a symbol called C. So C means coincidence. And whenever you place your cursor over a point, it prompts you a symbol called P. So that means that particular line will be coincide on that particular points. That's why it says as a P. Okay, that is called point snap. This is called coincidence. Okay. And another thing is whenever you draw a line so which is slightly horizontal, whenever it shows a symbol called H, if you release your cursor and it forms a horizontal line, there won't be any deviation over here. So similarly, if I make a vertical line, so it shows a V. So that means however the line may be distracted, so if I release my cursor, so it should be a vertical line. So because a V symbol will be added over here, that means this line will be created as a vertical line, or else it is created as a horizontal line. Okay, so that is all about lines. So if you want to delete a line segment, just press escape to escape from this command, and after that whatever the line you need to select, so just select by using your cursor, and the selected entities will be changed as a yellow color. So just press delete, so that selected entities will be deleted. So if you want to delete the whole items, either you can go to the modeling tab and select the whole sketch and say right click delete. So it prompts you to delete or not, so just say yes. So the whole sketch entities will be deleted, and select the plane and say new sketch, and again came back to that sketching option. So here you have an option called a tangential line. For tangential line you need a curved surface or a circle. So for that we have an option called a circle. So whenever I click a circle option, it prompts me to select a center point. So center point or center point of the circle, that may be whatever the point you need. So just randomly select the point, and you need to select the radius or diameter of the circle. So after drawing the circle, you can change the dimension value by using dimension tabs. So we will see this, how to change the dimension values in our upcoming session. So just to follow the functionality of the tools which is take place in draw tools, right? And so I have a tangential line. So all I need is I need to select a single point over the circle, and after that give the length of the line. So this line should be exactly tangential to the circle at this point. Okay, so whatever the point you select, a line will be created which is tangential to that circle at that particular point. Okay, so line by two tangents. So for that you needed two circles. If you want to create a lines which is tangential to each two circles, that is also possible. So I can go to circle, I can draw another circle over here. So I want to draw a line from here to here which is tangential to this circle and this circle. I can go to line by two tangential option. It prompts me to select the two curved surfaces. So this is my first curve and this is my second, and after that it create a line so which is tangential to this circle and as well as this circles. Fine. And the next option is polyline. A polyline is used to create a multiple line segments. So while using a normal line segment, I can only create a single lines. So I cannot draw a continuous line segment. So for that we need a polyline command option. So before entering into that, I just clear all the sketches over here. So right click and say delete. So the entire sketch will be deleted. After that, just click on the plane and say create a new sketch. Go to sketching option, polyline. Okay, so look at face. So from here you can create a polyline segments. So again you have two options over here. So either you need a open end or close end. A open end means this sketch is closed over here. So a close end means so wherever the sketch is started, that sketch will be enclosed as a closed loop. So for that you need to right click and say you have two options. One is open end and another one is closed end. So right now I need a open end. So if I say open end, the sketch will be ended over here. So if I say right click, closed end, so that sketch will be closed exactly where the point is actually started. Okay, so by this way you can select either one way, either it may be a closed end or it may be a open end. Fine. After that you have an option called polygon. A polygon, three sides or more than three sides, that should be a polygon. So whatever the number of sides you can set over from here. So right now defaultly a 6 will be given over here. So all you need is just click the center point and okay, so a polygon will be created over here. So if I change the value, so if I say 10, a 10 sides polygon will be created. So the maximum sides you can given over here is 36. So you can't go more beyond the 36 value, because if you go beyond the 36 value it will be converted as a circle. So see, this polygon is created with the number of sides of 36, but still it looks like a circle. So in AutoCAD itself you can give a sides of 1024, but in design modelers it prompts you to select up to 36 only. Okay, so that is all about polygon. And the next option is rectangle. So here this rectangle option is a 2-point rectangle. So you need to select a 2 points. So this is my starting point and this is my end point. Or else if you need an auto fillet option, so you can check the symbol over here and say this is my starting point and this is my end point. So if you move your cursor you can adjust the fillet size of this rectangle. So either you can increase or decrease. So after creating the fillet you can change the fillet values by using dimension option. That will be covered in our later session. Okay, so you don't bother about it. And then next option is rectangle by using a 3 points. Now we have created a rectangle by using 2 points. And the next thing is, so how to create a rectangle by using 3 points. So this is my first point, this is my second point, and this is my third point. So by using 3 points you can create a rectangle. Okay, here also you have an auto fillet option. If you want you can use that option, otherwise you can neglect that option. And the next option is oval. So or else you can say a slots. So this option is very helpful whenever you have a slots, or you need to make a slots. In most of the mechanical components need a slots. For that, first you need to select a 2 points, that is the length of the slots, that 2 holes length, so from here to here, and you need to create the size of the slot. So if you move your cursor, you can adjust the size of the slots. Okay, fine. So this is called start slot option. So all you need is 0.1 and 0.2 and 0.3. Okay, and you guys are already aware of circle. So if you select a circle option, you need to select the center point and the outer radius or diameter. And the next option is circle by 3 tangents. So how can I create a circle? By using a 3 tangents. So for that we need a 3 lines. So I can go to line segments. By drag method I can draw a 3 line, and yeah, so I can draw 3 lines, line 1 and line 2 and line 3, and go to circle by 3 tangents. So all you need is you need to create a 3 tangential lines. So this is my first line, and this is my second line, and this is my third line. Okay, a circle will be created. So that circle is exactly tangential to the 3 points, I mean 3 lines. So this line and this line and this line. Okay, so that is all for this video, and hope you will like the video. So if you like the video, please give me a thumbs up and subscribe to our channel. So see you on next video.